Encounters celebrating art, life, and culture in Yankton County. My name is Courtney Tay. My guests today are Serengeti Savage and Richard Savage. Nope, Smith Savage.
Yeah, either way.
You are owners of Velvet Monkey Tea Shop, and also you just opened up a new arts cafe, arts cooperative,
Yeah, arts cooperative kind of works. Yeah, that's a good description of what it is. We call it kind of a record store for art, or like an art dig is what it's kind of called in artsy circles, I guess. Yeah.
And we talked about the name right before, and then now I can't remember which was Yugen.
Yeah.
Which is you were saying it's a term that's actually from it's a
yes, has roots in Chinese philosophy, but is a Japanese word that basically means beauty in the imperfect or fleeting or experimental type, beauty in the unseen, I guess.
That's it. And so I love when there's languages where it encompasses a feeling and the idea. And
yes.
You cannot translate it into English.
Yes, exactly.
So much, nuance involved with it. And so you were inspired by this on a trip to Asia.
Yes.
Yeah. So we went to Japan, and we've been to Japan a few times. I've studied Japanese. We really love Japan, and so on our most recent trip to Japan, we went to Kyoto, and Serengeti had heard about this shop called Nunu, and so we went out of our way to go to Nunu, and we were going through, and they had all these bins filled with art from Japanese artists, and you can cycle through these bins, and each one has a little price tag on it, and I found this very fun. There's funny comic bits and stuff in there as well as these beautiful pieces.
Or just loose sketches.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Stuff that it wasn't so neat and framed and ready to hang in a gallery and stuff. Just stuff that was obviously very personal to the artist and very beautiful. And we thought, hey, we can do this in Oregon. We can do something very similar in Oregon and do it with Oregon artists and give Oregon artists this kind of opportunity. And when we got back, the space where Vadnais Chocolates used to be, right next to Good Food, was still open. It was open before we left, and so we thought, hey, maybe that's a sign. Maybe we should start something up.
Just right down the street too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We love the Third Street and Third Street community. It makes Velvet Monkey possible. So to be just right down the street again was awesome.
Yeah. And so the idea being that it's a shop where kind of anybody off the street could just go in and kind of find art without the formality of going through
yes.
a gallery or
yes, absolutely.
And so that was the idea you wanted to bring.
Yeah. The art is packaged, and then we put it basically into bins like this,
mm-hmm.
and it's kind of stacked, so you can sort of flip through it. The idea is a emphasis on affordability, so kind of art for everyone, and it's also a art space for everyone, so anybody can submit an application, and I haven't turned anybody down yet, so yeah.
And so how have you been finding artists so far locally?
Just basically, I think mostly through word of mouth. Just we have it on our Instagram,
mm-hmm.
The link to the application, and I think I hope that people have been sending it to their creative friends. Yeah.
And so the space is there a more of the art, a retail space, and then are you planning spaces for community groups or gatherings or classes or things like that?
Yes. I hopefully have a lot more to come, and we do not have a table yet, but when we get a table, we will be hosting workshops and community gathering and collaborative things, demos and that kind of thing.
Yeah, to keep our costs down, we've been trying to get a lot of used furniture in displays. So we've been going on Facebook Marketplace. So stuff's kind of coming in as we can find it. So we don't have a big table yet, but we are hoping to get one soon. And yeah, just trying to, one, we want to create that vintage kind of vibe and feeling, and two, we want to keep capital costs down because this is this is a huge like risk we're taking, like in the sense that we're not, totally 100% sure that this will be like a huge financial success or anything. We're mainly wanting to do this because we really like the idea of giving this place where you don't have to be this hugely established artist in order to put your art up for sale. A lot of galleries, you have to have X amount of pieces, or you have to have like a certain amount of like clout or experience. But a lot of artists are just getting started, or a lot of artists just do it as like a hobby, or they don't think they're good enough. And so we've heard that from a lot of artists that we've worked with so far, is things like, "Oh, you really think someone you will want to buy my art?" And it's like, absolutely. Like these pieces right here, they're so beautiful, and people would absolutely love to buy those. So
definitely a big part of it is also like the process work, which I think a lot of prospective art buyers don't really get a chance to um, purchase art that is like in process or shows a lot of like character. Like a lot of the pieces that we have accepted have like little notes in the margins or little like marks, and yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah, there's one artist we have, Greg Macy, who he does like Serengeti's laughing because I absolutely love these pieces so much, but they're all process pieces. Greg Macy is a designer, so all of his pieces they're like shoe designs that he's like submitted to Nike and stuff like that, or like dress designs.
just like scribbled notes on top, and it's really really cool.
And it's absolutely, he's like making like, there's like Nike high heel design work and stuff. It's the coolest stuff.
Very cool.
I love it.
This coming to an end is like messy in like the best possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You get to see, yeah, like so often when you get that finished piece of art, it's meant to be, perfect, hang it in a museum somewhere.
Yeah.
But it sounds like that also really fits with the philosophy that you're trying to continue.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, even with a mistake or a note or anything in there, like it's still so valuable as art, and people want that.
Yeah. It's true to like the artist experience, and I think it's very indicative of like the kind of art these people are making. And you do get like very polished pieces, like some of these ones we brought here. Like both of these are very nice. I think these are both like ready to go up on someone's wall. But you also like you get that experience where you feel like you get a real insight into like how Greg works as an artist with these process pieces. It's amazing.
It's almost like if doing like a full artist show, like there's usually like biographies and there's a whole story involved. But I love the idea of these pocket pieces, of stories and pocket pieces of art that make it so much more accessible.
There's also this sort of community, like collaborative element to it too, where since the art is all together, and you can flip through it, it's like the pieces kind of like, I feel like the pieces kind of talk to each other, and they complement each other, and it is also unique in that you can go to Yugen and see like lots of different artists work all together in one spot. So it's kind of like a community art gallery in a way as well.
And I'm noticing there's prints, but is there a particular kind of art that you're especially accepting now, or
specifically to two-dimensional pieces currently, smaller than 12 by 16, but really all sorts of art. We have collage art in here, and just like loose painting sketches, and this is a cut print.
it really is that's just three completely different art
Yes,
styles too.
Cool. Just like all sorts of different stuff.
And as we go, we're going to get displays to do ceramics, textile art, all kinds of stuff. We don't want it to be limited to two-dimensional art. As we go, we will be adding more. And we've talked to Mac Clay Pottery Workshop and stuff about having some of their people put art in there and stuff. So yeah.
That's great. That's great. We just interviewed Mac from the Mac Clay project not too long ago, and from talking to him and just this conversation now, I love it because what I'm hearing is there's so many people in our community right now that are really trying to make art more accessible. Like,
Yeah.
we've known that Yamhill County has a huge art presence, but really, I don't think people, realize how easy and accessible it would be.
Yeah.
Having a place right downtown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think McMinnville, Yamhill County really like punches above its weight in terms of like how many artists we have and how amazing the artists are. I mean, you have the McMinnville Art Harvest once a year, and that's absolutely this amazing opportunity to see all these different local people's creative projects. But we really wanted to put a place where a lot of these people, I think a lot of that influence can like bleed out into the community. And we try to do a lot of work with like community stuff. We really love the community. We try to do some community organizing work and whatnot too. So to be able to do this was a way to connect those two things we really love, which was art and in our community, and to do it in a way that we knew how, which was as local business owners. So
Feeding that community.
yeah, exactly.
So if there was somebody that would be interested in showing art at Eugen, what would you mentioned there's an online application process.
Yes, yeah. You can find it at our Instagram, which is Yugen McMinnville, or you can also email us, which is eugenmcminnville@gmail.com.
Great. And just send images.
Yeah, so it's a Google form, and so there's just like a few questions, and then there's a spot to upload some pictures to kind of get an idea of what you can do.
Great. And I know, so with the kind of the packaging in here, is this all, do you provide that for?
Yes, I do.
He packages each piece by hand.
I do, and it's a lot of work, but it's really soothing, actually. I enjoy it. And then they kind of all the pieces have this cohesive look, like, they're all sharing the space, and
It gives like going through and like record store, just
Yes.
kind of flipping through the vinyl and being able to find.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Serengeti is by far the primary curator of what's going on. I'm here in this interview. I put my name on everything, but it's really Serengeti's baby. They do all the work. I'm either at the tea shop or I'm busy with like other projects we've been working on. And so this has been all Serengeti. Serengeti's been packaging all the pieces, arranging them so specifically, deciding the vibe of the place. It's really, we joke that I'm a silent partner and everything. I'm just there to put my name on checks and paperwork and stuff.
And it's, when you have a passion and a really cool idea, especially coming from not Yamhill County, it's kind of cool to travel across the world and find a cool concept and then be able to bring that back here. And I just making it so accessible, just the more accessibility for art, the better, like more people that can wander by. What are your current hours?
Our current hours are going to be Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 to 4. 11 to 12-ish to 4.
As there are people and artists and things there.
Yes. Yeah. It's been really great.
We've kind of soft opened so far. We still plan to do like a grand opening down the line. We're open now technically, but we're going to do like a big thing down the line. We're just like, there's no reason to keep waiting as we wait for these pieces to fall into place. So let's open the doors. So, we're still figuring things out.
Yeah. We have about 100 pieces so far already, and it's a lot. And seeing it grow every day has been so lovely. I really love it so far. I have a lot of faith in it.
Well, I think it's an incredible idea. Sounds just another amazing thing for our arts community and anyone who's maybe interested in art but is afraid to do it for whatever reason. Just come and see how cool and accessible it is.
Yes, yeah. That is also part of it. It's like even me just being around all of this art. It's given me like so many ideas for things that I want to try, love it.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk about Yugen.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you all the luck and thanks for coming. And
So happy for having us.
Any folks that are interested, reach out to you by Instagram or email.
Yes.
Yeah, please do.
Richard Serengeti, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
This is Courtney Terry, and this has been Cultural Encounter.